Good morning, everyone. My name is Nick, or Shadow Nick if you're referring to my Twitch or YouTube moniker. I wanted to make a short video about the layoffs that have been affecting the gaming industry. On March 23rd, 2026, in what seemed to be a strange coincidence that two different companies just scheduled this announcement, like movie studios releasing movie film trailers, Epic Games and Sony announced a new wave of layoffs. Sony shut down one of their developers who haven't even put out a single game yet. And then you have Epic, who makes the metaverse game known as Fortnite, laid off over 1,000 employees, coming from earlier news earlier this week, last week, whatever, that they were increasing the price of V-Bucks to pay the bills. Of course, these are not the only layoffs that have happened this year, as you may have obviously recognized. Ubisoft, I think last week as well, laid off most, if not all, of the studio that were known for making the Tom Clancy games. Microsoft has obviously laid off a good number of people. And even recently, EA, despite making record sales on Battlefield 6, the latest installment in that franchise, they still laid off a lot of people across those studios that made that game possible. Whatever the reason or reasons they gave toward these layoffs, I only see one word: bullshit. This is all a matter of money and greed, no matter what excuses they give you. There should have been more to prevent these layoffs from happening, and they should never happen on this scale. Now, granted, I'm not a business guy. I will admit to that. But I know there had to have been a number of ways to cut these costs without sacrificing a lot of hardworking developers to that slaughterhouse. Those people, those corporate pieces of scum, will never listen to consumers and customers, because that's what you are to these people. Not gamers, not fans, consumers. They will continue to drag that ship down beneath them unless you hit them exclusively where it will hurt: their wallets. I advise gamers who watch this video, who come onto this channel, to please go and support independent developers who are trying to break through with their own projects. The games they make that carry more inspiration, spirit, and soul than half of the AAA gaming industry these days. On this channel, I try to showcase a variety of these games that have either caught my attention through means like social media, YouTube, or if I find myself surfing the Steam storefront and just happen to come across one that catches my eye through whatever reason. These games usually have demos, and even if I personally don't get into the game I play, somebody else will probably look at it and go, "Oh, that looks kind of cool. I want to check that out." Even for me, I can still appreciate the craft that they put into making it, even if it's not for someone like me to play. And on each of these videos, I will put a link in the description of the video to the links of the games, and I openly invite you to try these out for yourself. Who knows? You may even like them. And to summarize what I have to say here, fuck the bigwig corporate pieces of shit. Support your local indies. I thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good rest of your day.